Hello, business community. Welcome to the new series, Business and Artificial Intelligence. Now, the first question is, why should you listen to me? I started a YouTube channel about a year ago where I wanted to show people how to code their own artificial intelligence system. And I focused at first on natural language processing, like you can see here on sentence transformers, maybe you know BERT models. I did, for example, took all 3,600 pages of IPCC report 2022 and did a sentence transformer in a 3D visualization of the topic of this report. But you can apply AI to all documents, to millions of documents. If you are not satisfied with some lexical search routines, AI will help you. And I show you about visualization, about code implementation. I give you some examples from the technological implementation. And then I moved on to graph neural networks. Because if your graph or your data is not structured linearly, like in a sentence, the word in a sentence, a word right next after a word, but you have a graph structured data manifold, things get a little bit more complicated. How you want to apply machine learning algorithms for deep graph neural networks. And I answered this here in this series where I showed you the code that exists, that has been developed, the software packages you can use, the theory behind it, the Jupyter Lab notebooks you can use, the Python as a programming language, about the history from graph convolutional networks beginning, the application of strong software libraries like Deep Graph Library or PyTorch Geometric for your specific graph data, about the theory of representation learning in graph neural network, also about the mathematical side of this. But also, please do not forget data. There's a new data paradigm, and it says data eats AI. The data will become more important than artificial intelligence algorithm because it all depends on the quality of the data. And maybe you are familiar with databases or data warehouses you had in the 1990s. Well, today we are talking about Delta Lake, about ACID transaction, batch and streaming of unstructured data, and lakehouses, where you can imagine a lakehouse is something like a command center right next at the lake, where you can have a continuous input stream of data, but you can also analyze a huge amount of data, what otherwise in data lakes was not able to be achieved. Of course, if you're talking about the next step in data, we have to talk about cloud computing, large-scale data analytics on multi-clusters, on high-performance or supercomputers, data science with Apache Spark, from data engineering, data science, machine learning, deep learning, single-node machines, multi-node machines, CPU, GPU, TPUs, whatever you like. You find code examples, you find application, you find theory behind it. And I even show you what changed in the different versions of the code. But of course, we do all of this. We learn these algorithms. We invent new code, new data science to create insights for us humans. Insights into complex topics with artificial intelligence system. And you can apply AI if you code your own system. For example, here, the first video I downloaded 10,000 research project from the European Union, and I analyzed the technological description of the projects. And I'm trying to find what they have in common, how they are interlinked, how the different disciplines need technology, what kind of technology they will need, how they interact with, what is emerging, what technology platforms emerge in biotechnology, in bioinformatics, in material science, in fluid dynamics, whatsoever. You can use this to create insight into complex topics. And of course, it's not limited to research. You can also apply to the data of your business, your business processes, your business environment, and so on. And then we have a chapter on large language models. Maybe you've heard about GPT-3, where you have like a chatbot. No, a chatbot. So this is a computer program you can talk to, and you could think, hey, is this a human being or is this a computer? Costs quite a lot of money to train those machines, millions of dollars. And I show you here the systems, GPT-Neo, GPT-J6b. I show you the systems with an app development. You can try it out yourself. You can take the code, you can run it on a supercomputer, on a cloud cluster yourself. You can apply your specific business case with this code, and you can see what you will get. It's a try and error before you have to buy something. Of course, there's new expert architecture system combined, or if you're interested in the machinery of an NVIDIA supercomputer center, how does the computer look like, how much does they cost, who perform those or train those large language model, and what synthetic data sets we use, what kind of data we need for this. The next chapter was on data science and the app development, because whatever we code, we want to have in the end an app to show our friends, to show our university buddies, to show our clients, to show whoever you cooperate or collaborate with. So it's about app development. It's either Streamlit, it's about Gradio, it's about Hugging Face interoperability. It is done in pure Python. This is quite new. This is a 2022 topic. You do not need JavaScript or anything else. You can directly interlink with Python. So there are some beautiful, nice developments. And you can have it on your handy, you can have it on your mainframe, you can have it in the cloud, unlimited access to your data and to your models, your specific models. And of course, one of the really complex topics is explainable artificial intelligence. Why? Because we as humans, we have to trust decisions taken by a trained AI system. And we as business persons, we have the responsibility, if an AI system I programmed or has been applied to does something, that we have to understand how a decision was chosen by an AI system, what was the risk assessment, how was it implemented, and how can we improve it. So I have a video on the story behind explainable AI, also in legal terms, specific in the European region, about the business ideas of explainable AI. There's a multi-billion-dollar business for global consultancy. What about ethics? What about risks? How smart is artificial intelligence really? What about identifying the right features in medical images, example, or safety critical AI applications? How good are we in 2022? Where would I recommend that you invest and apply an AI system? So I hope to show you that I have a little bit of a data science, of a mathematical, of a code science, of machine learning, deep learning background. Please feel free to watch all the videos here. It's a free YouTube channel. But I got a lot of questions from people who start a business, who have a business, and say, should I invest in artificial intelligence? How will it advance my business processing? What will it cost? What will be the revenues? In what business areas should I apply artificial intelligence? And I decided it is time to make a new series, Business and Artificial Intelligence. Welcome to this series.